Come and knock on our door.
Come and knock on our door.
We've been waiting for you.
We've been waiting for you.
Where the kisses are hers and his. Three's company too. Come and dance on our floor.
Come and dance on our floor.
Take a step that is new.
Take a step that is new.
We've a lovable space and music fairs. Three's company too.
Last week on Three's Company, Jack is inspired to get a new camera.
Jack, what do you have there?
My brand new camera.
It's so big.
Lots of footage.
Oh, Jack.
And the gang sit down to watch constructed site.
But how do they get the dancers in the TV?
Oh, Chrissy.
When Jack gets an unexpected phone call. Oh, can you hold my camera while I answer the phone?
Sure.
Chrissy and Janet decide to help him make a culinary movie.
And action.
But things get a little out of hand. Jack, I cannot believe you did that!
Oh, I'm so sorry. Chrissy!
I told you not to do... Again, Jack! Let's see how Chrissy, Janet, and Jack make it out of this hot and messy situation.
Elsa,
What just happened?
we survived.
Is that smoke? Quick, get a glass of water, Jack! Jack!
I'm sorry.
Thank goodness the fire department came.
Yeah, we got a date out of it.
I guess I'm gonna have to dry off before we watch Constructed Sight.
What's constructed site?
Chrissy, don't you remember? It's a series of short dance films featuring guest artists and SSD dancers highlighting Pittsburgh public art.
But how do they get the dancers in the TV?
Oh.
Chrissy, you never listen to anything I say.
Happened, and then the fire department came, and the fire department was here, and I didn't know what I was doing. And then you are the driver. The flowers have the very I don't know why.
Hi, my name is Shana Simmons, and I am the choreographer, filmographer, and editor of the next work you're about to see. I'm standing on Pittsburgh's North Shore, right behind the Langley Observatory clock, which is the artwork the piece was inspired by. This artwork was created by R.M. Fisher and is a short distance away from the Allegheny Station on Pittsburgh's light rail. This artwork honors Samuel P. Langley and his work. He was the first director of the Allegheny Observatory, and in 1869 used astronomical measurements to determine and distribute accurate time to 42 railway stations across America. The Langley Observatory clock was created by visual artist R.M. Fisher, who was born in 1947. His work hovers between the traditional boundaries that typically divide art, design, architecture, and craft. The Langley Observatory clock is created of Corten steel, stands 21 feet high, and in the words of the artist, is a celebration of the act of looking out over the river, and also is a response to the industrial history of Pittsburgh. while simultaneously appearing timeless and looking forward. I hope you enjoy. If you could turn back.
Hi, my name is Caleb Matura, and I choreographed, filmed, and conceptualized The Silhouette Boy. This piece was created in my living room using an old bedsheet, a flashlight, and a puppet I made out of some floss and a cardboard box. As a person who often struggles to convey my swelling feelings of emotion, the concept of silhouettes came to mind for this piece. Silhouettes fail to capture complexity, intricacy, and depth, much like my inability to properly articulate my feelings. So instead of words, I used shadows. Thank you.
He said he out here working for that check, you know that take time. Said he love the way I walk, you know I'm so fine. He moving weight and chasing paper when it's go time. The type to make you fall to your knees. Fall. I know we run around the world to make me feel like I'm wrong. The type to make you fall to your knees. And girls talk, they say they know. He's so fine. I know y'all wanna take him from me. Well, he's all mine. I know he's cute and all them girls watching. We out in public, all of a sudden, boy just got blacking. I know he's happy, he convinced me just to roll out. I let him know I'm still gon' hold out. Slow down, still just slow down. You're working for that check, you know that take time. Say he love the way I walk, you know I'm so fine. He moving weight and chasing paper when it's go time. The type to make you fall to your knees. Fall. I know we run around the world to make me feel like I'm on. The type to make you fall to your knees.
Hello, I'm Maria Kassar, and I'm a dancer, choreographer, and movement director. And I co-founded Shakespeare Moves with Zoe.
Hello there, I'm Zoe Waits, and I'm an actor and a theatre director.
And we are submitting our film, Make Such Unquiet, which was filmed remotely over a 5-day period. It was filmed all on phones by young performers all over the world during the summer lockdown of 2020.
We took as inspiration for our film the Shakespeare play Pericles, which is a very haunting tale, and I suppose we were particularly drawn to its themes of isolation and terror and abandonment, and the sense that the world is tossing you on a terrifying storm away from everything that you love, and eventually gives you a kind of rebirth of hope. Thank you so much for looking at our submission. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
I am my tongue, my veins, that heat of life. Want teaches me to forget. Want teaches me to pray.
I am my veins, my tongue.
I am a man.
I
refuse what I am.
My tongue, that heat of life. I am my veins, my tongue, that heat of life.
I have forgotten.
and set thyself. Patience, good sir.
Oh, you God!
Give me a gash. Put me to present pain.
Lest this great sea of joys rushing upon
or
me.
bear the shores of my mortality.
And drown me with their sweetness.
You shall do well.
That on the touching of her lips I may melt.
And no more be seen. Oh, come, be buried.
A second time within these arms.
I embrace you.
I am wild in my beholding.
Death may usurp on nature many hours.
And yet the fire of life kindle again
o'er pressed spirits.
Spheres, various sounds do ye not hear? Music, my lord, I hear. Most heavenly music I hear. The music of the spheres, various sounds do ye not hear? Music, my lord, I hear. Most heavenly music I hear.
When I was born, the wind was north.
I saw, I saw.
When I was born, the wind was north.
I saw, I saw. The music of the spheres, various sounds do ye not hear? Music, my lord, I hear. Most heavenly music I hear. The music of the spheres, various sounds do ye not hear? Music, my lord, I hear. Most heavenly music I hear.
Come, be buried within these arms. Oh, come, be buried within these
Hi, I'm Brady Sanders. I choreographed, filmed, and edited this short dance film entitled Access. It's set here at Pittsburgh's First Avenue Light Rail T Station and features SSD collaborator and dancer Erin Murphy. While there is no public art in this public space, the Panhandle Bridge, which connects the light rail system to downtown, is the first free point of public transportation and access to the public art of downtown Pittsburgh. From this station to the other stations downtown and on the north side, rides are free, which got me thinking more about the conversation around access. Who has it, who's waiting for it, who's fighting for it, and who doesn't have it? And what does it mean to have geographical access, financial access, emotional access? And what part do our public entities play in that conversation? I also find it very interesting that beneath the Panhandle Bridge is considered by some and disputed by others as a potential launch point for the Lewis and Clark expedition. While the expedition is problematic in many ways, it also radically changed the United States' access to the West. And I think it's pretty amazing that those things converge here at First Avenue. Please enjoy Access. Enough! All this fighting is not going to get us a new kitchen.
Well, Jack, why don't you tell us what we need then?
Well, Janet, I mean, what don't we need? We need a new oven. We need a new zester. We need a new refrigerator. We need a new baster.
And we need a new dress for my date.
Chrissy, that is not in our budget.
We basically need everything but the kitchen sink.
If you would like to make a donation to Shana Simmons Dance this evening, you can visit the website at www.shanasimmonsdance.com/donate. All proceeds will go directly to the artist involved in this production. We really appreciate your support and hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Well, that seems like a lot, so maybe we should just start by ordering a pizza.
That sounds good. Maybe we should just get ourselves cleaned up, relax, and watch Constructed Sight.
It has been a doozy of a day.
Hi, my name's Anna McDunn. I'm a dancer and a dance maker, originally from Pittsburgh, and I now live and work in New York City. Cling Slip is the first dance film that I've made, and I started working on it in the late spring and early summer of 2020. During that time, New York was still in a pretty hard lockdown. The film is not a dance about being in quarantine. It's not a dance about the pandemic, but it is a work that's inspired by and motivated by a need to explore and find new ways to exist in a space that at this point I know very well, my own apartment. And the film gave me a reason to look at spaces that I thought I understood in a new way. I hope it'll do that for you too.
I shied through the path. I went running. I could hear the leaves under my feet. It's a little crunch, crunch, little crispy sound. My footsteps were pretty heavy. I wasn't out of breath, but I was breathing hard. My eyes were wide open. I was seeing. I was running fast. I came upon a big tree log in the middle of the path. As I jumped over, I kind of did a 1 foot on, pushing off. I could feel it kind of, the bark deteriorate under my foot as I was pushing off of it, leveraging myself a couple feet further from the log to gain a little extra distance for the time that I thought that I had lost in trying to jump up and on top of it. The bark was not soft completely, but I could feel the inner layers starting to become softer as I pressed my foot against it. I kind of pressed back up into my foot. Even though I was wearing shoes, I could still feel my other foot then landed on what I thought would be the ground. But I just kept falling through the ground. It felt like when I was landing that I had plunged through, jumping off of the dock into the lake. It felt like I was plunging into water. There was resistance against my falling. I could breathe still, and it wasn't that I was in water. I fell somewhere else. I could feel air against my skin. There wasn't a breeze, but it felt like I could feel air moving past my skin. I could feel it seeping into my skin. It was like entering through my pores, and almost like instead of my sweat coming out of my pores, it was the air going into my pores through my veins, traveling through into me. As soon as it happened, it was like this, I don't want to say a jolt of energy. It wasn't a jolt, but it was almost like this, it was the exact opposite. It was like this slow takeover. I wasn't denying it. I let it happen. I slipped right into it. Or it slipped right into me, rather. I watched and felt it travel up through my arms, up through my legs, up in, and it's like they were meeting each other in the middle, and they were making their way there. It spun around through all the different parts of the legs, like taking all the different lines of ways into my body, whatever nerve road it took in, or whatever system it rode. I feel like it was probably traveling to my heart. And as soon as it got there, it then just like, my heart just like spun it right out through my body. I could feel it surge through, and that felt more like a jolt. I started like just like bouncing around and like just like reverberating throughout. I didn't know when this would end. but then I close my eyes.
Hey everyone, I'm Shannon Murphy. I live on Lenape land currently known as Philadelphia. Behind me you can usually see the city skyline, but the snow today has sort of amplified this veil of distance that I often feel living in a pandemic. It's a little strange coming to you this way by myself. I'm definitely not a solo artist. The video work that you just saw, we all have been working together for about 4 years, making a live performance practice. And yeah, it's like we're all living in this pandemic now. We're trying to figure out different ways that we can work together to still feel that sort of deep intimacy and connection that we strive to find in the studio together. So yeah, thanks for watching tonight, and wherever you are in the world watching, I send some care and tenderness your way. I hope you're well.
Hi, my name is Lingxin Li. I go by Kisa. I'm from China, and I'm an artist, dancer, and a filmmaker. I'm currently getting my master's degree at Florida State University. Dance film is my main focus for my thesis, and my thesis project and research is about dance film representation of mental disorders. Dance film to me is like visual language that delivers the creators in the world through body movement and subject matters. The dance film I'm working on right now, it talks about how COVID-19 pandemic changes expectation of our life, a world, and the future. It brings us a huge shift in our understanding and perspective of the society, relationships, humanity, and community. It made us reconsider the meaning of life, and it drew more attention to mental health as well as social and political issues. Also brings a lot of questions like how are we humans survive in this disaster, and how rebuilding could be imagined, and how do we cope well enough to get through these painful and traumatic days. Cut.
I'm Jamie Erin Murphy, and I am the director, choreographer, and editor for the dance film Transit.
This film used and was inspired by Brian Holderman's Yesterday's Tomorrow. This 34-foot by 70-foot mural was created in 2006 and appears in downtown Pittsburgh on the side of the Pittsburgh Parking Authority's Smithfield Liberty Garage. Holderman wanted to capture the way Pittsburghers past viewed the future and also blend in aspects of the present. I was drawn to the mural's retro vibes, colors, and scenes of a city life in motion. Shana Simmons helped put this vibrant artwork in motion for me with her incredible dancing.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy.
to be in my robe, relaxing on the couch.
So comfortable. But I am sorry we didn't get to help you finish your film, Jack.
Oh, it's okay, Janet. Who knew it was so hard to make a film? How does SSD do it?
Hey, Chrissy, are you going to come join us? Here I am. Chrissy, is that what you're wearing to relax? Well...
Chrissy, you know the fire department's not coming back again tonight, right?
Oh, no.
Oh, that must be dinner.
I'll get it.
Hey, you.
Hey, you.
Did you folks have a fire in here?
Oh, I'm never gonna live it down if they hear about this at the culinary school.
Jack, what are you worried about? I can show you how to whisk lettuce.
Because that was the issue, Chrissy.
Pizza, anyone?
Yes, please. This is so good.
Well, I guess it's time to watch Constructed Sight.
I guess it is. But I don't see anything. Where are the dancers?
Oh, Chrissy, give me the camera.
All right, Jack, go ahead and turn me on. I mean the TV.
I'll get right on that, Chrissy. Come here, Yins.
Hi, my name is Shana Simmons, and I am the Artistic Director of Shana Simmons Dance. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We have had a blast with the Constructed Sight series and hope to do many more in the future. I'd like to take a few moments to thank a few people. So thank you to the Office of Public Art and the Greater Pittsburgh Arts Council. We're very appreciative for all of the things that you do and how you bring wonderful and fantastic artworks to the city of Pittsburgh that inspire artists like us. Constructed Sight was created by myself, Erin Murphy, and Brady Sanders, and I just want to thank them for all of their hard work and creative efforts that go into this production. It really wouldn't exist without them. Thank you to the Shana Simmons Dance dancers and collaborators, Joanna Dehler, Emily Jaikaran, and Allegra Golembiewski, who were all featured in Week 1, which, by the way, you can still catch Week 1 on the Shana Simmons Dance YouTube station. This production is currently not funded by any one source, so we're asking for small donations of $5 to $10 per view if you're able. All the proceeds that we receive for Constructed Sight will go directly back to supporting the artists, including the guest artists, that have made this production possible. I'd also like to thank the guest artists for this weekend's performances: Kisa, Kayla Matura, Anna McDunn, Shakespeare Moves, and Shannon Murphy. Thank you so much for your submissions and your beautiful pieces of art. One of our next projects upcoming is a performance at the Indiana University of Pennsylvania. It's only about an hour drive from Pittsburgh. It's an outdoor walking tour of campus. It incorporates the IUP Dance Company, as well as Shana Simmons dancers, as well as some of the IUP musicians, and special guest appearances from the Pittsburgh Ballet Theater grad department. We're really excited to be in our first live performance in over a year. All of the information is up on the website at shanasimmonsdance.com/upcoming. Another one of our future projects that we're gearing up towards is called Living Landscapes, which is an environmental dance for film that we will be filming in May and will be having live screenings towards the end of summer. And another one of our major projects this year, which we are currently unveiling as we speak, is called the Virtual Dance Exchange, which is a collaboration between Shana Simmons Dance as the lead organization, Karen Alexander of XR Connected, who works in augmented and virtual reality, Bianca Johnson and dancers from New York City, as well as Chrysilla Brown, who is a current West African dancer and choreographer here in Pittsburgh. We will be collaborating together by filming in 360-degree formats and creating a collaborative show for you to experience online. We will also be hosting virtual sessions in person throughout the end of the year. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I hope you have a beautiful next week, and check us out on Facebook, like us on Instagram. Both are under Shana Simmons Dance. Make sure you follow all of the collaborators and the guest artists this evening and show your love and support. Thank you so much.